Bhagavad Gita, the Song of Divine, Chapter 1, Arjuna Vishaada Yogah, Yoga of Despondency of Arjuna, verse 1.3. पश्चैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यं महती चमुं रूढं द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता. Duryodhana said, "Respected teacher, behold the mighty army of the son of Pandu, so expertly arrayed for battle by your own gifted disciple, the son of Drupad." He is saying that, please behold the Pandavas army consisting of 7 Aukshani arrayed and displayed in battle formation by Drishtadhumna, the son of Drupad. Duryodhan is thinking that Drona might decline to fight in the battle out of affection for Pandavas, who has been his disciples. So, trying to create some anger in Drona towards them, Duryodhana sneered and exclaimed, "Paschaitam, behold these," implying that the Pandavas are the disciple because they are bluntly disrespecting the Acharya, teacher, by choosing to fight against their own preceptor. Duryodhana speaks about the excellence of the Pandavas' army, cynically using the word "behold," that mighty army of Pandava, well arranged in the military phalanx. Here, Duryodhana is conveying to Drona that Pandavas have come prepared to engage in the battle. Duryodhana wants to further incite Drona against the Pandavas by using the word "behold," implying that with unmitigated arrogance that Pandavas are fast approaching without waiting for us to start, who are depending upon Drona himself. If Drona then put forth that Pandavas are his pupils as well, and due to Yudhishthir being elder, have the right to start before you if they so desire. Duryodhana asked Dronacharya to look at the skillfully arranged army phalanx of the Pandavas' army led by the commander-in-chief Drishtadhumna, King Drupad's son. He was also one of the Dronacharya's pupils. Duryodhana was subtly reminding his teacher of a mistake he had committed in the past. So there is some reference here with which Duryodhana is speaking, and the reference is about, say, many years back, Dronacharya, along with the Pandavas, had defeated King Drupad in a battle and took away half his kingdom. To avenge his defeat, Drupad performed a sacrifice to beget a son. Drishtadhumna was born out of that sacrificial fire, with the boon that he would kill Dronacharya in future. Even though Dronacharya was aware, when he was approached by Drishtadhumna for military training, he very humbly accepted and imparted all his knowledge impartially to his pupil. Duryodhana was reminding Dronacharya that even though Drishtadhumna was his pupil, he was also Drupad's son, with the boon to kill him. He wanted to ensure that, as in the past, Dronacharya should not become lenient towards his pupil, now that they were on the battlefield. Then, to incite Drona, Duryodhana says that military formation of the Pandava army has been arrayed by another one of his disciples, the intelligent son of Drupad. Duryodhana could have called the son of Drupad by his name Drishtadhumna, but he purposely used Drupada Putra because it would remind Drona of his bitter enemy King Drupada, who performed a sacrificial fire specifically to get a son who would be the slayer of Drona. This son was Drishtadyumna. Duryodhana is calling Drishtadyumna intelligent because he has learned the science of warfare from the very person he was born to kill. Furthermore, Duryodhana is implying that it was imprudent of Drona to teach the science of archery to the very person who was destined to kill him and who was known to be his enemy. Duryodhana intention is expressing these things is that it is because of the Drona's indifference to things he was aware of, and in educating the enemy anyway will be the cause of all the problems they will face in the battle. But Duryodhana, anticipating that response, overtly mentioned Drishtadyumna, the commander of Pandava's army, by calling him son of Drupad, to remind Drona of his being the son of his moral enemy. So there should be no compassion for them. If Drona then urged that one should not fight with the son of an enemy who is commander of an opposing army, Duryodhana, by also referring to Drishtadyumna as Drona's disciple, neutralizes that argument by the offense incurred of his in choosing to fight against a preceptor, a condemned action. So there is no doubt as to motivation. Duryodhana, by calling Drishtadyumna intelligent, suggests that everything as a pupil he learned from Drona would now be used against him, so there should be no hesitation or neglect towards him, as he has made up his mind to take Drona's life. So, the entire Gita is a conversation which is happening over the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and Sanjay is telling all these things to the father of Duryodhana, who is Dhritarashtra. So here Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra, or trying to tell him, that what Sanjay is subtly conveying to Dhritarashtra is that his son, King Duryodhana, uninfluenced by the scarcity of Kurukshetra, possesses no inclination for rightfulness. A serpent, even though fed with milk, does give up its venom. On the contrary, it increases its poison and anger. So also, the same regarding your son. You should not worry that he will even return to the kingdom to the Pandavas, for his definitely will not.